On this episode of Simply Southern New England, we are getting in the holiday spirit. First, we're heading to New England's newest winter tradition. Then, we're getting one-of-a-kind gifts at the Providence Flea winter markets. We'll show you how one company is giving back this holiday season. And Chef Nick's making fall off the bone short ribs with a special guest. Simply Southern New England is brought to you by HarborOne Bank. With you in banking and life. Hey everybody, and welcome to Simply Southern New England. I'm Becky Gibble, and I am here at La Salette Shrine to welcome in the holiday season with the majesty of light. We've got a heck of a show for you to get you in the holiday spirit, so stick around. Welcome back, folks. First up, we head right down the road to Roger Williams Park Zoo for their second annual Holiday Lights Spectacular, featuring, count them, 3 million lights. Let's light it up.
We're here at Roger Williams Park Zoo at our second annual Holiday Lights Spectacular, our first walkthrough event.
We have 40 acres of over 3 million illuminated lights, these larger than life festive displays. We have fun food and fire pits and everything you can think of when you think festive holidays and winter celebration. It's here at our zoo.
All kinds of fun and neat activities going on here, including having Santa every Thursday night. You know, go to our s'mores pit here, stay for the entertainment, choirs coming in to entertain the guests, so you can spend the entire night here, you can have dinner here. It's a great atmosphere for a walkthrough, and again, it's spread over 40 acres.
So not only does our zoo have light displays, but we also have fun, festive holiday music. So all throughout, depending on what area you are in, we have lights that are synced up to specific songs. We have a light tunnel that syncs up to music, and it's just really immersive right as soon as you walk through our zoo gates to enter.
You know, originally our wetlands trail was just going to be sort of an exit path with some uplighting, and then our team really went to town on decorating it. So I have to say that is probably my favorite part of the trail.
All tickets are available online only. They're timed entry, but once you're here, you have the entire zoo grounds to explore. You're not on a time limit once you're here, but it just allows so we have a nice, easy flow in and out of our parking lot.
It's done with all of our in-house staff who really have other jobs to do at the zoo. So just a quick shout out to them for working so hard to get this event ready to go in such a short period of time.
We are hoping that this becomes Rhode Islanders and everyone in the surrounding area's annual holiday tradition. So come here and just bundle up and enjoy a hot chocolate and enjoy time with your family and friends.
Supply chain got you down? Are all your gifts stuck on some cargo ship in the middle of some canal? We've got the perfect solution for you. This year, the Providence Flea is moving all of their winter and holiday markets indoors, so you're sure to find something special for everybody on your list, naughty or nice.
My name's Maria Taco, and I'm the owner and market manager of the Providence Flea. The Flea is a vintage and artisan maker market that I started in 2013 along the river in downtown Providence, and we're now a year-round market. We're now indoors for our fall and holiday markets. You know, we started with about 30 vendors, and we now have 300 participating in the fall and winter markets. Our vendors really kind of run the gamut, from vintage vendors to artisans, artists, makers, bakers. We have pet vendors, we have apothecary vendors, we have vendors who make handcrafted candles, clothing vendors, you know, pre-loved and consignment clothing. There's nothing new at our market unless it's handmade, and that is our specialty. So we have only handmade and artisan-made and vintage items. The work and merchandise of artisans and makers and local vendors are not stuck on cargo ships. They're right here for the taking. And when you buy something from a small independent business, you're supporting not only that person, but those dollars as they're spent elsewhere in the community by those vendors. We're having our annual holiday markets that start in December, every Sunday through, right up until Christmas. And then with Black Friday, we'll start our Black Friday holiday markets, which are what we're calling a sip and shop. So we'll have Rhode Island Cruise and Cocktails along with New Harvest Coffee and Spirits making specialty 21 plus drinks for our shoppers. And you can check our website at providenceflea.com for the complete indoor schedule as well as the schedule for next year. A lot of people have told us this is the sort of feel-good shopping experience of the year for them, because what they find here are really one-of-a-kind gifts that you won't find anywhere else. You certainly won't find them in just regular retail outlets or from big online retailers. It's just a great gathering of people, and everyone seems to be having a good time while they're shopping and supporting local businesses.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. We've been all over New England, met so many great people and animals, and tried so many new things. There's still so much to explore, and we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us and let us know what you think makes New England simply amazing. We could be coming to a town near you. Welcome back. The holidays are a time for giving, and HarborOne is embracing that spirit with their Harvest for Hunger program, where they partner with local food banks to help out families in need. Let's learn more.
Harvest for Hunger is a program that has been going for 7 years strong here at HarborOne, and we make donations to local food pantries to help address the issue of hunger in our community.
It's an amazing opportunity to be involved, and it's an honor to be involved. I think of food, I think of it's not just the nourishment that it provides, but it's the socialization, it's the coming together, and really it's the building of community.
Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island is much more than just a meal. We're a life-saving safety check and an opportunity for socialization. Each weekday, we serve 1,500 older adults statewide who are homebound and unable to shop or prepare their own food.
We're thrilled to provide a donation to Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island to be able to give back to the community and help their efforts to support delivering meals to 1,500 seniors per day.
Our clients told us the Meals on Wheels volunteer is the only person I'm seeing right now. And so it helped them rest assured that they would not only be receiving a nutritious meal, but a safety check and a friendly face at the other side of the door during a very difficult and scary time for all of us.
It's not just about the food, it's about the connection, it's about the personalization and the interaction that folks are able to get around the table.
So right after the outbreak of COVID-19, we saw an almost overwhelming number of people in need of food assistance across the state. The number of people that we're serving now is little over 50,000 people each month. As folks face higher heating oil bills in the late fall and winter, we're going to see those numbers climb.
We're here in New England, the weather's getting colder, people are sort of hunkering down. This can be a very lonely or isolating time of year, and it's especially important that HarborOne shows its commitment to community. And it's really important for us to step up.
It's a lot of people coming for food assistance, and our job is to ensure that no one is ever turned away who needs help.
HarborOne really tries to do this sort of financial commitment, but we also like to roll up our sleeves and get to work.
One of the things that happened during COVID is the food is pre-bagged, pre-boxed. And so volunteers are really important to making up those boxes so that we can get the food that we have here right out to people in need. And some of the boxes are for kids, some of the boxes are food that's specially made for senior adults. Having volunteers back in the building again just gives us great hope that we're on the road back to normal.
What makes HarborOne special is the fact that we are involved in the communities that we live and work in year-round. And this time of year, it's particularly important with the holidays and being able to make sure that we have a dedicated program to help provide food and nutrition to the communities that we live and serve.
HarborOne has been an amazing supporter here today, volunteering. They are also generous funders of the food bank.
Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island is incredibly thankful to have received a very generous investment from HarborOne's Harvest for Hunger campaign.
Donor dollars are really important because those allow us to purchase food, bring in the 15 million pounds of food that we need each year to provide to people in need in Rhode Island.
With these important dollars, it will help us increase our impact in the community and continue to serve 1,500 clients each weekday.
A big thank you and appreciation for those organizations and those staff members of those organizations working on the front lines, serving our most vulnerable populations. We're proud to be associated with them and we're proud to invest in their work.
One of New England's most famous Christmas events is back in Attleboro, Massachusetts. The Festival of Lights at the National Shrine of Our Lady of La Salette has returned for its 68th year with the theme, Love is Born. There's Christmas magic in the air, with more than 400,000 lights and larger-than-life displays over the shrine's 10 acres. This year's festival features the return of Clopper the Donkey, a carousel, fire pits for making s'mores, and the International Creche Museum with hundreds of creches from around the world, big and small. So grab a hot chocolate and maybe a snack as you stroll the beautiful grounds and get into the holiday spirit. Can't get enough of Simply? Or just want to connect? Follow us on Instagram and let us know what you love about New England at simply.newengland. Welcome back. Next up, Chef Nick Rabar makes it a family affair when he and his wife Tracy cook up some smoky short ribs that are so tender they just fall off the bone. I'm gonna grab a fried dough. See you on the flip. Keep on Cooking with Nick Rabar is brought to you by Wines and More in Cranston, Rhode Island.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining me here on Keep On Cooking, and today we're making my all-time favorite cut of beef, the short rib. There's quite a few reasons as to why the short rib is such a special cut of meat. Obviously it comes from the rib, more specifically the plate. But what's so beautiful about it is that it has a bone. When you're grilling like we're gonna do here today, the bone adds so much flavor. But even more important is this intermuscular fat right here called marbling. That marbling is gonna break down and baste these short ribs, so it's gonna disappear, but it's gonna leave them with a ton of flavor. Another reason to love short ribs is that they hold marinades very, very well. So I'm gonna make a little marinade here today. We're gonna start off with a little bit of scallion. Then we're gonna go in with some chopped ginger, some minced garlic. Now, we've got some wet ingredients. I'm gonna start with honey. Honey, we're gonna be generous with, because that honey is gonna really coat the outside of the short rib and caramelize up beautifully on the grill. Let's go in with a little soy for some salt, a little bit of rice vinegar for some acidity. A little oil never hurts in a marinade like this. A little cracked pepper, pinch of salt, whisk it up, and boom, marinade ready to go. So even though we have salt and pepper in the marinade, rule of thumb, always salt and pepper your red meat, especially when you're grilling it. So a little bit of salt on the outside, some fresh cracked pepper, and now we're gonna go on with that incredible soy, ginger, honey marinade. And now we're gonna bring these right to the grill. All right, now we're gonna put these top side down because we really want to caramelize them to lock in that fat and flavor. You can see as the flames start to chase after them that they're gonna caramelize beautifully. Nice little sizzle, the fat's rendering. That marinade's doing its thing. The natural fat of the steak is doing its thing. We're gonna put them bone side down, cold side of the grill, let it go 30 minutes. All right, so 30 minutes later, oh, these look incredible. They're caramelizing beautifully on the outside. Now, this is an optional tip, but it's something that I personally do when I do slow and low cooking with cuts of meat like this. We're gonna do a little foil wrap. You take the short rib off, you pop it into foil, and then you put it back on the grill. Bink, 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 boom. Those are wrapped and ready. We're gonna let them go for 2 more hours, and while those are grilling, we're gonna make a little maple soy barbecue sauce. So it's December, and obviously we like to cook seasonally appropriate. That's why this maple barbecue is gonna be outstanding. To get started, we're gonna go in with a little bit of ketchup. That's gonna be the base of our barbecue sauce. Usually you would put molasses in a barbecue, but we're gonna do the maple syrup, which is just absolutely sweet, and it adds that caramel color. Some Worcestershire, very traditional. A little bit of apple cider vinegar, also very traditional. Some brown sugar. Touch of soy sauce. It's gonna add a nice little salty note. We go in with some espresso. And then our dry ingredients. We have garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, and also a little bit of chipotle powder. Pinch of salt, and a crack of pepper. All right, let's go ahead and give this a whisk. Blend all those ingredients together, and there it is. Two hours later, these short ribs are done. They are sizzling and they smell amazing. Let's go take a peek at what they look like. Oh my. Talk about meat candy. I mean, that's a short rib. All right, time to put 2 and 2 together. We've got this maple soy barbecue. You just want to put enough on. You don't want these swimming in barbecue sauce. You know, as beautiful as those look, I still feel like they're missing something. I think it's time we called in the big guns. To help bring these to the next level, I'm bringing in my talented wife, Tracy, who's a dynamic chef of her own and is gonna turn these short ribs into a knockout. All right, kid, what do you got?
Well, you know what, Nick? I think I have the perfect complement to these gorgeous short ribs. And today we're gonna make my famous ginger scallion sauce, but we're gonna punch it up a little bit with some fresh clementine.
I'm sold.
So the first thing we need to do is take our beautiful clean ginger, and we're gonna chop that up. This requires a lot of ginger, about 1/3 cup, if you can believe that. All right. So the next step, we're gonna add our olive oil. We wanna use a very mild olive oil in this recipe. We don't want the olive oil to overpower the sauce, and we're gonna do about 1/3 cup of that as well. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some of our toasted sesame oil. We're gonna add about a teaspoon. Okay, the next ingredient we're gonna use is some fresh chopped garlic.
Oh, my favorite.
About a teaspoon of that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go in with our scallion. This is about 1 bunch, maybe 1.5. So
Okay.
you've got a good sized cup of scallion there. We're gonna add that right in. So the next thing we're gonna add is the juice of 1 clementine. Pop it over your hand so you don't get any seeds in the bowl.
So after the juice, what's next?
So we're gonna zest. We're gonna
Okay.
add the zest of 2 clementines. And we're gonna use this microplaner and zest it right over the bowl. The last ingredient we're gonna add is a nice pinch of kosher salt. I would say about 1/4 teaspoon. And then we're gonna take our whisk and we're gonna gently whisk this together. And that's pretty much it. You wanna make sure you scrape down the sides of that bowl and get every little bit. Would you like to top it?
By all means.
All right. Just when you thought you had the perfect short rib, now they're even better.
Oh my. Look at that. So you have the smoky short rib, the maple soy barbecue, and now this incredible orange ginger gremolata. Those are stunners.
They sure are. Glad I stopped by.
Me too. And listen, would you like to do the honors?
If I must.
You must.
Until we meet again, guys, keep on cooking.
That's how it's done.
Hello, I'm Krusty LaFour, the wine manager at Wines & More in Cranston, Rhode Island, and I'm here to present the perfect wine pairing for Chef Nick's Smoky short ribs. My recommendation is Catena Alta Malbec from Mendoza, Argentina. This wine is barrel-aged for 18 months and it has flavors of plum, blueberries, violets, black pepper spice, and black tea. The flavors complement the wine's rich body, fresh acidity, and soft tannins. This wine is easy to drink and exceptionally tasty. Come down to our store to pick a bottle and try it for yourself. We look forward to seeing you here at Wines & More in Cranston, Rhode Island. Cheers and happy holidays!
Well, my marshmallow's toasted. Have a happy holiday and we'll see you next year. Simply Southern New England is brought to you by HarborOne Bank. With you in banking and life.